Hi there. Welcome to our video demo of Veeqo. In this video, we're going to take a look at how Veeqo can help you manage and grow your multi-channel e-commerce business all in one place. We're going to take a look at a general overview of Veeqo, show you how you can manage orders, purchase shipping labels, and some of the inventory management tools that Veeqo offers as well. Before we jump into it, a little bit about Veeqo. Veeqo is an Amazon company providing you with a free shipping software. That's right, no monthly fees. It's a free shipping software providing you access to the lowest commercially available shipping rates with up to 5% back the value of the shipping label through our Veeqo credits program. And if you're an Amazon seller, you're also eligible to receive Amazon A to Z claim protection for the labels you buy in Veeqo when you ship on time. So, how do we get started? All you got to do is go to veeqo.com, that's Veeqo.com, and click the sign up button. Here you'll have two options. You can log in with your Amazon account or create an account with your email. If you log in with your Amazon account, Veeqo is automatically going to connect your Amazon channel to Veeqo when we create your account. I've already got mine set up, so I'm just going to log in with my Amazon account here, and it's going to bring me to the orders page. But before we jump into that, we'll just go to the home page and see a list of steps that you can take to help you get set up with Veeqo. Now, the first thing you want to do, of course, is create your account and connect your first store. If you need to connect any other channels, you can click this drop down here and connect another store. Or you can jump into the settings and go to Marketplace and e-commerce integrations and see all the channels you have connected and connect a new store. Select any of the integrations that we have here and you'll be able to get your sales channel connected over to Veeqo so you can sync the products and the orders over to help you manage everything in one place. Now, as I said, when you connect one of your channels, Veeqo is simply going to look at the listings you have on that channel and start pulling over the products and pulling over orders that correspond to those products. By default, Veeqo is not going to be making any changes to your listings or changes to your channels. Everything's going to stay the same. We're just going to sync over the information. I mentioned that Veeqo has some inventory management functionality. By default, that is turned off. And you can see that here by looking at the inventory control column where you see Veeqo is pulling stock from this store. That means when you connect your store, we're going to be looking at the listings, looking at the inventory values on those listings and just pulling that information over into Veeqo. If you wanted to use Veeqo's inventory tools to be able to sync the inventory from your warehouse and push it to all the channels you have connected, you can do that by clicking the Setup Inventory button here, or you can do that from the inventory screen here, but we'll get to that in a moment a little bit later in the video. We're going to start by going into the orders page. This is where you can manage your orders across different channels, purchase your shipping labels, and be able to pick, pack, and dispatch your orders. You'll notice up here we have different order views. These are pre-filtered views that can help you manage and see different orders. By default, you'll see all your orders, anything that's ready to ship, and anything that has been shipped. You notice I also have a priority order view here that I created myself. I'll show you how to do that right now. If you want to create new views to be able to customize the experience and match it to your specific workflow or processes, all you need to do is click this Create New View button, and it will create a draft view up here. And then you can simply filter on all sorts of different useful filters to help you customize the views. Some filters that I recommend and that are commonly used are down here, the status. Here's where you can filter on ready to ship orders or waiting for stock. That's useful if you're using the inventory control and you don't have enough inventory for a specific order. You'll be able to see those orders in that view. You can also filter by things like the store, the specific channel you're selling from, location if you have multiple warehouse locations, tags, those are super useful. You can customize and create as many tags as you like and then filter on those. that's how I created this priority view up here. I just looked at my priority tag and we see that it filters on this order here where I have that priority tag down at the right here. Some of the other filters, if I just keep scrolling down, that are useful are the picked status. So when you create a pick list, we'll update your orders and show that they've been picked. We'll cover that in just a couple minutes. And as well, another useful one is maybe the number of line items. Maybe you do all your single line item orders and then multi-line items. Totally up to you. You can customize this as you wish for whatever works best for you. Now, once you're happy with those filters, you can click down here, Create View. You can give it a name and then either have it as a personal view that you only see on your account or a company-wide view, which every user that you add to Veeqo will be able to see this view. Now, there's no limit to the number of users you can add, so feel welcome to add as many users as you like. You can make it a company view, and everybody can be able to see that. Save the changes, and now you've got this view up here. If you want to reorder the order that these appear in, just click on the reorder views button and you can shift these over. Now I've already got this one created, so I'll just delete this and we'll come back to this all order view here to see all my orders. Now let's take a look at the actual table here. When orders come into Veeqo, we'll show you what store they're coming from specifically, as well as any alerts. So in this case, we see the order status, the order number, when the order was placed, customer information and address. If I scroll down, we notice this one had an alert, and it's because the shipping address is missing. If you need to amend that, you can simply click into the order and click edit and update the customer information here to get rid of that alert. Moving on, like I said, we see the customer info, the ship from location. This shows up if you have more than one warehouse. So if you have multiple warehouses, you can select those here. And then the package weight and dimensions. We'll see that you can update those on the fly right here by clicking on the drop down, or you can select any carrier package, or you can also create custom packages. To create a custom package, simply click enter dimensions, put the dimensions you like, click save for future use, put a name in, and when you save that, it's going to, let's go back to view all pack, it's going to show up on your list of custom packages. Now, once we know where the order is coming from, where it's shipping to, the dimensions and weights, then Veeqo will calculate the shipping rates. And the way we'll do that is we'll calculate all the rates and pre-select the cheapest shipping rate that satisfies the credentials on the order. Now you'll also notice that if it's an Amazon order, we'll be pulling in the ship by date as well as the promise date. We'll be looking at that too. And when we make this selection, we're going to look at the cheapest rate that satisfies the delivery promise and gives you the Amazon by shipping protection that can protect you against A to Z claims. Now, if I look at this list of shipping rates, I can either stick with Veeqo's selection of choosing the cheapest by default, or I can scroll down and you'll notice that the rates get more expensive the further I scroll down. Now you'll see right here, this is the base rate. So that's the cost of the shipping label. And then over here is the Veeqo credit, which is how much you'll be getting back in credits. And this dollar amount gets removed from your bill every time you get billed. So this helps you save money on the shipping labels that you purchase in Veeqo. You also see the estimated shipping date, and you can scroll down and see all the available ship methods and select another one if you like and save that. Moving on, you'll see the delivery confirmation that's going to be sent from the channel, the delivery method the customer chose, how much the order cost, the items in the order. You can expand this and show the picture, add any tags that you like, and lastly, you can purchase your labels. We see this order has already been shipped. But if I wanted to purchase another label, you can do it for single orders by clicking the Buy Label button. And of course, you can do all this stuff in bulk. So if I selected a handful of orders here, I could change the packages, change the services, or purchase my labels in bulk. If you use a shipping label and a packing slip, you can click on this drop down here, click the Buy Label and Purchase or Print Documents button, and then select the behavior you want to have as the default when you click this Buy Label button. So if I want to print a label and a packing slip, I can select this, buy and print, and then the next time that I click this button up here, it's going to print the shipping labels and the packing slips at the same time. Now by default, it's going to print them to PDF where you can then print from there. But if you click the print icon here, I'll just move this over, and you use direct print, this is a tool that maps the printers on your network, and you can set it to have the labels print straight to the printer when you click the Buy Label button. Now, a couple other things I can do is this table here is pretty customizable. So if you click right beside the Actions button, let's go to Ready to Ship, you can see I've got my SKUs here, and that's because I clicked on this Table Management button, and you can see all the columns that are on the orders table, as well as any hidden columns, and you can move these over however you wish. You can change the order. Maybe I'll put the SKU right at the start, and any tags right beside it. You can customize this however you like, whatever's best for you and the workflow or process that you use. If you save that, updates the view, you can sort on these columns, and it can help you customize and fit to your workflow. So I'll just save those changes and save them to my ready to ship view. Now there's a couple other things that are useful on this page, and that comes to how do we actually pick and pack the orders. So if I wanted to select all these orders, or let's say I wanted to select, process 25 orders at a time, save those changes, then I could select all these orders, click the Actions button, and be able to pick my orders. Some of these have already been picked, so I'm just going to exclude those and pick the other ones. We've got two options here. Pick with your mobile device, which would be a phone with the Veeqo app installed, or our scanner, which is available at hardware.veeqo.com. We're not going to touch on that in this video. Here, we're just going to look at the printed paper version. So this is where you can print a pick list. So if I clicked next here, I can select the warehouse location I'm picking from, and then I've got two options. The single tote option, which is useful for single line item orders, or the multi-tote option, which is useful for multi-line item orders. And in this case, while you pick, you'll be placing the item from the shelf into a bin that corresponds to each order in the batch that you've selected here. So it helps you pick and already allocate those items to the correct orders, makes it easy to know which label goes with which order. And then you would send this to the printer, and let's take a look at an example. It's going to, in my case, print to a PDF, but in your case, if you had that direct print option, would go straight to the printer. Now we can see here, if you had your bin locations in your warehouse, we'll show you those. Otherwise, we'll show you the SKU, product title, picture, the quantity that you need to pick. And in this case, since I use the multi-tote option, it tells you what tote to put it in, and you can print little labels for these totes to keep everything organized. And then as I scroll down, I can see each order and which tote it corresponds to, as well as a barcode that I can scan. Now just going back to the main orders page, let's take a look at inventory here. So like I said before, by default, we're just going to be pulling in the inventory levels from the channels, but you do have the ability to set up the inventory control to make Veeqo the source of truth for your inventory across your warehouse and push that information to all the connected channels that you have. Now, similar to the orders page, you have different views up here. Again, you can create new ones and filter however you like. And then the actual table here, you'll see the product, any images, title, SKU, the inventory across your different locations. And then we'll show you on-hand inventory. That's what you physically have in the warehouse. Committed inventory. This means it's been committed to an order but hasn't been shipped out yet. You can see which orders they correspond to. And then how many units are available for future orders, as well as anything incoming from a purchase order or a stock transfer between warehouses. And then you'll see what store the product is connected to, as well as any tags that you might want to add. Again, that's totally customizable and up to you. So we see these products here are connected to my Shopify store, and these are connected to my Amazon store. If I click into a product, I can input my bin locations here. We have that same inventory information. I can see the listing that it's connected to. In this case, it's an inactive listing. I can see any stock history, and then product details, whether or not it's a bundle, sales insights, the price, shipping weight and dimensions, and this is where we'll pull the information from when an order comes in, as well as supplier information. Now, for the bundles, the way those work, I can see this product here is a pencil case bundle of one brown and one green pencil case. But when we pull that listing over, Veeqo doesn't know it's a bundle yet. So we just have to jump into the product and click Convert Product to Bundle. And then I can say it's made up of this product and this product. That way, when I'm calculating the inventory or the availability of this product, I'll be looking at these component parts. And you can change the quantities here. If you sold like a 2-pack or something, and you wanted to count the inventory based on the availability of a single product, you could get rid of one of these and say this is a bundle made up of 2 products. Totally up to you. In this case, I got one brown pencil case, one green pencil case that makes up this bundle. I'll just give it a SKU, pencil case bundle, and click down here, create bundle. And now we see, if I look at the inventory, this product is now made up of one of these and one of those. I can see how many I have available. The green one's got 50 available. This one's got 15. And since I need one of each to make this product bundle, it means I only have 15 of these available. Now let's jump into the purchasing side of things. If I look at the demand forecast, this is a tool that Veeqo can use to look at your previous sales history, and then based on that, see how many units you need to order. You can look at a specific date range, customize this however you like, look at how long you want to order stock for. Maybe you'll be doing, you have growth plans and you think you'll do 20% more in sales this year. You can look at all this information and factor it into the equation that Veeqo is going to use to calculate how much quantity of stock you need to buy. To help with this, you can input all your suppliers and import these or create new suppliers. Jumping into one, you can have all their information, your sales contact there, what products they supply you, any purchase orders you have open with them, and create purchase orders. You can do all this straight from Veeqo and then send the purchase order as an email or download it as a PDF or CSV. Once you have that purchase order created, you can manage it from the purchase order screen, all the different statuses, the created date, due date based on the lead time, PO number, supplier, status, and then how much has been received. You can partially receive POs, maybe some of the items were missing. Whatever you do receive will automatically be added to the inventory. So this is a really useful tool if you're using the inventory features within Veeqo. Touching on a few final things here, you can jump into a sales report to learn more about your sales history and performance. There's a few different types of reports you can look at. You can look at a product report and get more insights into product specific data. So you can see maybe which are leaders by revenue or by profit, and you can export these reports to analyze further if you wish. There's also a dashboard here that gives you a quick overview of what's going on in your business with what's connected to Veeqo. And then jumping into the settings here, a few other useful things you can do. You can look at your printing templates. So these are all the documents you can create in Veeqo. You can edit your pick list, your packing slips, your shipping labels. If you like, a useful feature that I enjoy is being able to add the SKUs and quantity to my labels. So you can add up to 3 lines and add the quantity and SKU. Save that, and your future labels will print with that information. A couple other useful settings are here you can add your users. Again, there's no limit on the number of users you can add. You can create automation rules to automatically select a specific carrier or shipping service or package dimensions. You can click into your shipping carrier integrations. If you have your own carrier account, you can connect those free of charge for Amazon Shipping, FedEx, and UPS. A couple other settings here are locations where you can add different warehouse locations. And then lastly, the billing and transactions here where you can enter your credit card information. Again, Veeqo has no monthly fees. It's free to use. You only pay for the shipping labels that you purchase in Veeqo, which are purchased through your credit card. You'll see your balance here. You get charged once a week or whenever you spend X amount of dollars in shipping, whichever comes first. And you'll see the amount of credits that you've built up based on that 5%, up to 5% savings that you can get back as credit through from the cost of the shipping label. You'll also be able to see here the total amount of credits that you've accrued throughout the lifetime of your use with Veeqo. Jumping back to the home page, 2 more things I want to point out. First is we have a live chat. So if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to our support team who can speak to you live through this chat box here. And we also have a help center. You can access both of these as well through the question mark button up here. You can access the support chat or the help center where there's all sorts of different articles and help guides to help you get started as well as really make the most of Veeqo so you can get the most out of it to help you grow and manage your business. There's all sorts of useful information and articles in here. Please feel free to jump in to learn more. So that's where we'll leave it today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that Veeqo is able to help you grow and manage your business and save money on shipping. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to chat and to help you get started with Veeqo to grow and manage your business. Thanks so much. See you next time.